गुड मॉर्निंग। आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
यस मैम।
गुड। स्क्रीन दिख रही
यस
है हम
मैम।
लोगों को?
नो मैम।
अभी दिख रही है?
यस मैम।
ओके गुड। 2 मिनट वेट करते हैं, देन वी विल स्टार्ट द सेशन। अभी लास्ट टाइम हम लोगों ने स्लीप एपनिया पढ़ा था, राइट? हम लोगों ने इंट्रोडक्शन किया था, देन कॉजेशन, रिस्क फैक्टर, क्लिनिकल फीचर्स एंड द मैनेजमेंट पार्ट। याद है सबको? यस और नो? निकिता, ऋतुजा?
यस मैम।
याद है लास्ट टाइम हम लोगों ने पढ़ा हुआ था स्लीप एपनिया का?
हाँ मैम।
ओके, सो आज हम लोग उसके आगे का पढ़ने वाले हैं। ओके, सो लास्ट टाइम हम लोगों ने मैनेजमेंट में 2 टाइप ऑफ द थेरेपी देखी थी। ओके, मैंडिबुलर रिप्लेसमेंट एंड सीपीएपी। सो अभी हम लोग आज के सेशन में जनरली सर्जिकल मैनेजमेंट देखने वाले हैं, कॉम्प्लिकेशन ऑफ द सर्जरी फॉर स्लीप एपनिया, कॉम्प्लिकेशंस एंड द होम्योपैथिक मैनेजमेंट. So when we talk about the surgical management, there are different surgery available for the sleep apnea condition. But as I earlier said कि AHI index जो रहता है apnea and hypopnea index, उसके accordingly अगर condition severe condition में आ रही है then only we opt for the surgery. Otherwise conservative method या फिर पेशेंट को थोड़ा एक्सरसाइज करने के लिए या लाइफस्टाइल चेंज करने के लिए बोलते हैं एंड इट गेट बेटर मतलब बेटर हो जाता है पेशेंट. बट सर्जरी कंडीशन जब पेशेंट सीवियर अगर स्टेट में हो तो so what are the different surgery for the sleep apnea condition? So one is the uvulopalato-pharyngoplasty, okay, which is called as a UPPP. So what is that? So it is the procedure that remove the excess tissue in the throat to make the airway wider. So this sometimes can allow the air to move through the throat more easily when you breathe. They reduce the severity of the obstructive sleep apnea, and the tissue that are removed may include the soft finger shaped tissue that hangs down from the back of the roof of the mouth into the throat, that is vulva, part of the roof of the mouth, soft palate, excess throat tissue, tonsils or the adenoid. If an enlargement tongue is the factor in your sleep apnea, the surgeon may remove a small part of the tongue. So in that procedure, they remove the excess tissue. So excess tissue, it can be the vulva, it can be the soft palate, it can be the tonsils, adenoid. पर अगर बड़ी tongue का problem है, so they can remove the small part of the tongue also. So this is the one surgery they done. The second one is tonsillectomy. So if there is an enlargement of the tonsils and due to that sleep apnea has been occurred, so you can remove the tonsillectomy. So tonsillectomy is the surgical removal of the tonsils. Third is the maxillomandibular advancement. So what they do, so it is a form of facial skeletal surgery. So we all know कि sleep apnea में कभी कभी skeletal abnormality रहती है जिसकी वजह से ये obstruction का chances ज़्यादा रहता है. So in this advancement, the jaw to expand the airway. So they expand the jaw and ये जनरली ये जो सर्जरी रहती है मैक्सिलोमैंडिबुलर एडवांसमेंट, दे डन बाय द सर्जन और द डेंटिस्ट. सो दे expand the jaw. So by expanding the jaw, airway airway can be wider and जो obstruction रहता है वो नहीं रहता है, जिसकी वजह से पेशेंट को तकलीफ कम हो जाती है. Okay, so this is the one surgery. Another is the tracheostomy. Tracheostomy, it's done in very severe cases where patient is not able to breathe. कुछ भी अगर breathing नहीं ले पा रहा है, then we do go for the tracheostomy. So tracheostomy is a medical procedure. It is either temporary or the permanent, which involves creating an opening in the neck in order to place a tube in the person wide pipe. So जो ये यहाँ पे ट्यूब इंसर्ट करते हैं कि जिसकी वजह से जो बाहर की एयर है वो डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे जाती है एंड देन लंग्स पे जाती है. So the tube is inserted through cut in the neck below the vocal cord. This allow air to enter the lung. But as I said, this is a very serious condition. So अगर बहुत ही serious condition है where patient is not able to take any breath, then only we go for the tracheostomy. Otherwise अगर moderate condition है या फिर mild condition है उस पे हम लोग tracheostomy नहीं करते हैं. Okay. So these are the four mainly surgery we go for in cases of the sleep apnea, but the complications are also severe in cases of the surgery. So what are the different complications of surgery? So complication during the surgery include the accidental damage to surrounding the blood vessels or the tissue. It also include problem in the swallowing after surgery, speech problem. The surgery may result in nasal quality to the voices, change in how food taste, then swelling, pain, infection or bleeding. There is narrowing of the airway in the nose and the throat. Then sleepiness and period of not breathing, that is apnea. It is related to the medicines that are used to relieve the pain and help to sleep. So generally, what are the complications? Different complications. There may be the problem in swallowing. There is speech problem. टेस्ट जो है फूड का वो चेंज हो सकता है. स्वेलिंग, पेन, इन्फेक्शन एंड द ब्लीडिंग. एंड इट मे कॉज कि अगर टंग का कोई पार्ट निकाला, उल्वा का कोई पार्ट निकाला, सॉफ्ट पैलेट का कुछ पार्ट निकाला, दैट डायरेक्टली अफेक्ट द एयरवे ऑफ द नोज एंड द थ्रोट ऑल्सो. ओके, सो इट कैन गेट द नैरोइंग ऑफ द एयरवे. सो जनरली दैट जो पेन या कुछ सॉलोइंग की प्रॉब्लम वगैरह होती है आफ्टर द सर्जरी, the modern medicines, that is the allopathic medications, they give the painkiller to stop the pain. ये समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. So these are the different complications of the surgery. But if we are not able to treat a proper sleep apnea condition, it can also lead to the complications. But in short, the management of the obstructive sleep apnea, there is pharmacological and non-pharmacological treatment. So pharmacological treatment में other they device that the positive airway pressure, continue positive airway pressure or nasal continue positive airway pressure. The common is continue positive airway pressure they give to the patient. Second is oral application such as mandibular advancement split or the surgery are the option in pharmacological treatment. There is no any medications for treatment of obstructive sleep apnea. Okay, they give some antibiotics or the painkiller, but not specific. They don't have any remedy for that. Whereas non-pharmacological treatment, lifestyle modification, weight loss, surgery, uh, weight loss, positional therapy, education, and the behavioral therapy are the non-pharmacological treatment, or then later the surgery. So initially in mild to moderate cases, even on the severe cases, if patient is obese or if patient is smoking and that leads to the sleep apnea, you can tell the patient the conventional treatment that you should lose your weight, you should get a proper diet, you should stop drinking or you should stop smoking. And that way ultimately पेशेंट का जो स्लीप एपनिया क्या इशू है वो सॉल्व हो जाता है. सो एज आई सेड कि अगर स्लीप एपनिया अनट्रीटेड रहा, ओके, that also lead to the different complications. So what are the different complications? The memory loss, impotence, lung hypertension, stroke, headache, heart attack, arrhythmia, diabetes, fatigue, drowsiness, hypertension, obesity. These are the different complications can lead to the sleep apnea. So it need a proper treatment. So you can tell the patient the change of lifestyle. So it can be controlled by the following or below mentioned lifestyle changes, that is quit smoking, maintain a healthy weight, eat healthy fiber rich food, reduce alcohol intake, and exercise regularly. So that change of lifestyle also mm, solve the issue of sleep apnea. Okay, as I said कि एलोपैथिक मेडिकेशन में कोई भी मेडिसिन नहीं है फॉर द कंडीशन ऑफ द स्लीप एपनिया. दे गिव एंटीबायोटिक्स एंड द पेन रिलीफ, बट in homeopathy there are multiple remedies for the sleep apnea and it is very effective. We will see that. पर यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ confusion है? समझ में नहीं आया है कोई part? Yes, no? आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी? हेलो.
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है सबको या नहीं? कोई आंसर ही नहीं करता है.
आ रहा है मैम.
ओके, थैंक यू ऋतुजा. So we will see the homeopathic management. Okay, so in homeopathy, as I said, there are various remedies or various drugs which we can indicate in cases of the apnea, and it's very effective. So what are the different homeopathic treatment? So homeopathic treatment for sleep apnea proves extremely beneficial when the appropriate remedy is chosen. So we treat the patient considering the every cause and the symptoms in detail after obviously investigating the whole case in homeopathic treatment. So for example, if the obesity is the cause, you have to treat the obesity. If the tonsils, enlargement of the tonsils is the cause, so you have to treat the tonsils. Okay, so you have to first understand the cause behind the obstructive sleep apnea or the sleep apnea condition, and then you have to treat the patient. So the patient is treated as a whole and not just the disease in the homeopathic treatment. So before prescribing any medicines, you have to take a whole case taking, the physical, emotion, intellectual, whole the makeup of the persons. And then patient gives to the similimum. So you can indicate the patient similimum. If the patient is having a acute complaint, so you can indicate the acute medication also. But first of all, you need to rule out the cause. So if the cause is the obesity, you have to give the medicine for the obesity. If the cause is the tonsils, if the adenoid increase, so you have to treat first that condition. Okay. So the remedy I'm talking about first is the arsenic album. In arsenic album, we all know that there is a violent sensation of constriction around the throat with anxiety felt near the heart that prevent the deep breathing. There is shortness of the breath with every exertion and upon lying down during the night. Patient may feel suffocated. The individual need this remedy is clearly vitally weakened, restlessness and exhausted. Sleep is disturbed, restlessness and the individual is anxious. Sleep is disturbed by the suffocative fits. So patient feel the suffocation. The common is there is violent sensation of constriction about the throat and with the anxiety. Second remedy is, it's very important, it's a very good remedy for the sleep apnea condition, that is the Grindelia robusta. So this remedy of the affection is associated with the paralysis of the vagus nerve. So this nerve runs from the brain through the body and diverts the system including the throat. ये पता है हम लोग को, right? So it is the charge of giving of impulse to the pharyngeal and the laryngeal area. These remedies specially indicated for the individual that stop breathing upon the falling asleep and consequently wake up with a start grasping for the breath, as may be case of the sleep apnea. Okay, so characteristic of the sleep apnea symptoms you can able to see in cases of the robusta. So the individual needing this remedy is afraid to fall asleep again because he or she may feel the feeling of the suffocation. Patient may not understand what is happening with him at night. Okay, patient उठता है and again सो जाता है, but it's not in a conscious process. So it's not in a conscious process. So then again patient is not able to tell you in a detail, but patient will tell you that I feel suffocated at night. So you have to ask him detail, or you have to ask the relative in detail ki what is exactly happening at night. Okay, then only you can indicate a proper remedy. Another remedy is the lachesis. Lachesis has an important or the great impact on the nervous system. There is dominating feeling of a strangulation and suffocation upon going to sleep, and the individual cannot wear any tight clothing around his or her neck. So there is distress feeling about the chest. He or she is impelled to breathe deeply. So while falling asleep, breathing almost stop entirely. There is sudden starting from a sleep. Okay, so main characteristic of the lachesis is there is feeling of strangulation and the suffocation upon going to sleep, and there is distress feeling around the chest. Another is the opium. Opium we indicated in cases of the sleepiness. So there is a sluggish and the reduced vital reactivity. The cerebrospinal function are weakened. The individuals know deeply his or her breath is rattling and the stertorous. The respiration is unequal and the intermittent. He or she stop breathing upon falling asleep and must be shook to begin a breathing again. Okay, these are the characteristic of the opium. In any cases of the sleep disorder, even the insomnia, we indicated the opium in many circumstances. But you have to first identify the minimum symptoms of opium, and then only you can indicate these medicines. Another is the spongiatosta. So spongiatostas are indicated in all type of the respiratory condition. So there is cramping and the constriction about the throat. The individual is breathless. Respiration is short, panting, and the hindering. The airway feel dry. Patient is very thirsty at the night also because there is a dryness they feel at the throat. There is a strong palpitation, anxiety, and fear of dying on account the impaired respiration. He or she wakes in a start feeling close to suffocation. So there is suffocation feeling, there is anxiety, there is palpitation, and patient feel the fear of dying. Then the sulfur. There is shortness of the breath occur in the middle of the night and must sit up. He or she cannot lie on the back and cannot breathe deeply. There is sensation of much oppression and the burning about the chest. He or she jerks, twitches during the sleep, wakes up frequently during the night, and then is wide awake. And there is inclination to take a daytime nap. As in a sulfur condition, also patient is not able to sleep at the night, and patient take a early morning nap. So in the morning he doesn't feel fresh. He again goes into the sleepy mode. There is shortness of the breath, and importantly there is sensation of the much oppression and burning about the chest. Burning sensation is not a characteristic of the sleep apnea. Suffocation is the characteristic of the sleep apnea. So where you found out there is a much suffocation with burning in the chest, and there is a jerk and the twitches during the sleep, and wakes up frequently during the night, you can indicate the patient a sulfur. Then again important remedy is the coffea. So coffea, it is made from the coffee bean. Okay, so coffee bean is generally we use for the sleeplessness. So when the mind is awake and the working, there is slow inability to relax due to the overexcitement caused by the good news or the idea. There is vivid dream, overactive mind, and overexcitement. The thoughts are not fixed on a disappointment, but nevertheless, the nervous system seems to be overexcited as if from the drinking too much of the coffee. Okay, there are other symptoms also, but for the sleeplessness, these four are the common symptoms. So if you see these type of the symptoms, you can indicate the coffee. Then the ignatia. So ignatia generally indicated when there is sleeplessness which is caused by the shock, emotional stress or the grief, when the person has become overthought or the moody with frequent yawning and the signing. So jerk limb when falling asleep, mood swings, no thirst, dreams with bottle up anger and the tension. So ignatia is also indicated as a acute also and the chronic also. Okay, so we as जैसे पहले बोला था वैसे you have to differentiate and then you have to indicate the ignatia medicines. In my practice I have seen the acute remedy इतनी जल्दी एक्ट नहीं करती है जितनी अच्छे से constitutional medicine एक्ट करती है. Constitutional medicines माने सिमिलीबम medicines. So you should go with a proper case taking, take a patient mental, take a patient physical, and then indicated the medicines, and it act beautifully. So they are in a repertory. There are characteristic medicines also given like respiration arrested, falling asleep on. So amoncarb, digitalis, Lacan, Lachesis, Merck, Sambucus, opium. Then breathlessness awake from the sleep distress as if from loss of breath. So there is only one indicated remedy, that is lachesis. Then breathlessness sensation as if her breath would leave her when lying down and trying to sleep. Then patient indicate the Lacan. These are the only one mark remedy it is given in the cases of in repertory. So breathlessness during sleep before the midnight wants help as thought he could not get his breath. The hepar, there is nose obstruction post nasal, so no, in nose obstruction or respiration arrested there are multiple remedy, but if you see the breathlessness awake from the sleep distressed as if from loss of breath, only one remedy. Even breathlessness sensation as of her breath would leave when trying to lying down, there is only Lacan. But in a nasal obstruction or the post nasal there are multiple remedy: anacardium, calcarea sulf, hydrostis, iris, kalibai, kali iode, medorinum, natrum arsenum, petroleum, pulsatilla, staph, thuja, zinc. So these are the, ये वन और टू लिखा हुआ है, that is the some are the two graded remedy, some are one grade and some are the three grade remedy. Okay, so you have to see the complete picture of the patient and then understand. यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन है या फिर समझ में नहीं आया है? कुछ क्वेश्चन होंगे तो पूछो. हेलो, समझ में आया नहीं समझ में आया वो तो बताओ. वैभवी, वरदा, राहुल.
समझा मैम.
बाकी लोगों को
यस मैम.
तो कल मैं एक केस देने वाली हूँ. ओके, सो रीड इट स्लीप एपनिया. ओके, वो केस तुम लोगों को सॉल्व करनी है, तुम लोगों को ही इन्वेस्टिगेशंस बताने हैं, तुम लोगों को ही मेडिसिन बतानी है. ओके,
यस मैम.
सो आज पढ़,
यस मैम.
या सो आज पूरा स्लीप एपनिया का पढ़ लो कि क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है. ओके,
ओके मैम.
और किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन है तो पूछ सकते हो, कुछ भी नहीं समझा हो तो. सो आई एम एंडिंग हियर, ओके। सो आज सेशन जल्दी ख़त्म हुआ है। सो टेक दैट एडवांटेजेस एंड रीड द अबाउट द स्लीप एपनिया, ओके।
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, have a good day all.